I made the world's largest chapati. Indians call it roti. Guinness World Record. 200 kg chapati. Ficheni walio wasione. Ficheni walio wasione. Anyway, let's get into the video. Mimi niko na maswali mbili before nianze. Inasukumwa aje mpaka ikue afu inageuzwa aje? Like flip. 2 questions.
In this video, I'm going to attempt to make the world's largest chapati or roti ever made in history to break a Guinness World Record right here from Kenya. To make this giant chapati, we've had to build a giant frying pan the size of a car, a giant cooking stove, mix 153 kilograms of flour. So you should watch till the end of this video to see how we plan to flip the giant chapati, also how we plan to measure the weight of a 200 kilogram chapati, and finally if we actually managed to break the Guinness World Record for the world's largest chapati.
Imeiva kweli? Wewe kula unga bwana.
This video is sponsored by Adu. So step 1 to making a giant chapati is to make a plan. The current Guinness World Record for the world's largest chapati is 145 kilograms.
Is it the world's largest chapati ama the world's heaviest chapati? Uzapika yako tu kubwa lakini ama haitakuwa chapati fair.
By Dagdu Seth Janpati from India. It was
he has the name chapati in his name. So maybe, just maybe.
It's made on a 3 meter by 3 meter frying pan, so we have to make it
more professional-ish,
heavier and bigger. The Guinness World Record rules for the world's largest chapati are: the chapati must be prepared in the same way as a normal sized chapati. It has to be one giant chapati, so you can't put several smaller chapatis together to form the giant chapati. Now, given those rules, my plan is to take the way a smaller chapati is made and just make that bigger. So if a regular chapati is made by frying dough in a pan being heated on a stove, for the giant chapati, I'll fry it on a giant pan seated on a giant stove. Which leads me to step number 2, making giant tools to make a giant chapati, and there's no better place to get that done than Muthura Kamukunji. Nice to meet you guys. Also throughout this video, I'm going to be including the costs of everything just so you guys...
video by the way, it's Georgia. Lakini sasa the prices of stuff, utatumia pesa ngapi? Sina hizo pesa mtu wangu.
Know how much it costs
Kahuma made it so
to make a giant chapati. So we started off with a giant stove, and to do that we need hundreds of clay bricks, sand and cement to build a very strong stove that can withstand a lot of heat that we need to make the chapati.
Bude fenge kuja hapa. I think mtekizia mafiga na mawe tu. Like it's no big deal. You don't have to buy all this.
Now we resolved to make the stove round and 3.5 meters in diameter, which would be similar to the actual size of the final chapati. And just to reinforce the stove, we added vermiculite to the mixture so the final structure is extremely strong and doesn't break under the weight of a giant pan and giant chapati. And that's a wrap on building the stove for the giant chapati. Thank you guys. Is this pan going to make me a giant chapati?
Yes.
Are we very sure in its integrity?
Yes. 100% sure.
Okay, one more round of applause, guys. To making the...
Unaenda mjengo. Umeamka tu uende mjengo unaenda kupigiwa makofi huko. Anyway, transport 14,100. Oh my god. Materials 83,000. That's 100k. Oh my god. No wonder sikumeka.
World's largest chapati.
137,470 Kenyan shillings. Hizi vitu tu. Mzee alichezwa. So next up was making a giant frying pan. Now the most important detail for a frying pan that's meant to be making chapatis is its gauge, also known as its thickness. If you notice, the actual pans most people use to make long term pia, yours is for one day, so
chapatis are thick, and the reason why is thin frying pans heat up really fast and unevenly, so they burn the chapati almost immediately. Whereas thicker frying pans heat up more slowly and evenly, so you can properly cook the chapati without burning it. The average thickness of most frying pans is 4 to 6 millimeters, but the thicker the sheet, the more expensive, and these sheets are very expensive. So we picked 6 pieces of medium thick 4 millimeter gauge black sheet for the frying pan. Each costs 17,500 Kenya shillings, and since they only sell these sheets of iron in rectangular pieces, we placed all of them down, welded them together into a single piece, drew a circle outline, and then cut it into a single round giant frying pan. Now we also added to the bottom of the frying pan a metal frame to make it more rigid rigid because when you heat a large metal, it starts expanding. So while you're cooking, you might start to see the pan sagging in the middle, which we would not want. And lastly, we also welded some metal bars underneath the pan so we can actually carry the pan on and off the stove. Now that we had the stove and the pan, we needed a way to roll a giant
290,000. Kwenye inflate figures. 200.
piece of dough into a circle before frying it. So I bought a few pieces of wood, sanded them and made them round so they could work as giant rolling pins. One of them was a single long piece of mahogany and the others were round pieces of wood attached to long metal so we could roll the dough like giant paintbrushes. Now once the dough is rolled into a flat chapati, we'd need a way to add oil in between the chapati and the frying pan so it doesn't stick and burn the chapati. So thankfully, 3 years ago when I broke my first Guinness World Record for making the world's largest Ugandan Rolex, which was a giant chapati and 1,000 eggs, after multiple failed attempts,
Ni kama mimi nikipika normal chapati. Nikipika chapati ya kawaida. This is what happens.
we figured
Pancakes.
that by making very thin long pieces of wood, you can slide
Obviously, you're in Uganda. Obviously, it fail. So, ngefanya Kenya inge succeed.
them in between the chapati and the frying pan and send streaks of oil so the chapati cooks properly and doesn't stick on the pan. So this time round too, we'd use the same exact concept, but since that chapati we used to make the Rolex was about 100 kilograms and 2.3 meters in diameter, and the one that we're making now should be 150 kilograms minimum and 3.6 meters in diameter, we'd need way longer pieces of wood, so I made 20 very long pieces which we'd slide under the chapati and add oil to prevent it from burning. And the best part is these same sticks were what helped us flip the giant chapati last time too, by helping us slide 2 giant boards under the chapati and 2 giant boards on top of the chapati, clamping them and flipping the chapati so we could cook the other side in the same exact way a normal chapati is made. Now flipping a giant chapati is incredibly
So ngesheza a large spoon.
difficult because of just how massive and delicate it is. In fact, as far as I could find, the giant chapati flip we performed 3 years ago in Uganda is the only time in history a giant chapati flip was even attempted. What
Did the chapati person?
most Guinness World Record attempts do for the world's largest chapati or roti, they place the dough on the pan, and when it's time to cook the upper side of the chapati, is they just skip the flipping process altogether and instead they place aluminium foil over the entire chapati and throw charcoal on top of it.
That's not how a normal chapati is cooked. Mbona wako na hiyo record na hakuna mtu pika chapati hivyo? Swali.
Cook the upper side until it's ready. So they effectively skip flipping the chapati. The only thing is, this doesn't feel like it's made.
You can be the next record holder. Yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay to become a record holder. So, no.
The same exact way as a normal chapati. Also, it doesn't really look like a regular chapati from the top, whereas if you compare with one that was actually flipped, this looks more like a normal chapati. Having said that, I made 4 even bigger halves of wooden boards that we'd use in the same exact way we did 3 years ago in Uganda, by sliding 2 halves on either side under the chapati and 2 halves on top of the chapati, clamping them and rotating these boards, then slowly removing the boards back onto the pan to cook the unready.
So when I toa kwa moto, just you can't be standing
on either side under the chapati weigh a giant chapati. Now my idea here was, since the chapati has to be weighed as a whole, on top of the chapati, clamping them and rotating these boards, then slowly removing the boards back onto the pan to cook the unready side of the chapati. And once the chapati was fully ready, all that would be left to do is to figure out how to weigh a giant chapati. Now my idea here was, since the chapati has to be weighed as a whole, it'd be way too big to place and balance on most weighing scales. Well, that is, every weighing scale.
kuna scale ya kampuni ile kinakonga bigi ya kupima ma stuff ama tons of money.
Sides 1. The butcher scale. And the way it works is, you suspend the scale and place whatever you're trying to weigh at the bottom, and the scale reads its weight. So since we're trying to measure the weight of a giant chapati, we'd need something massive to suspend the butcher scale on. So we made a giant metal frame, suspended the weighing scale on it so we can hang the chapati on that, and since the actual chapati is too soft, we just place 2 of the giant boards under the chapati, bind them together, then measure the weight of the boards plus the chapati, and subtract the weight of those boards to find the exact weight of the chapati chapati to qualify for a Guinness World Record.
But
And now
again, hiyo body ikipata tu mafuta inakuwa heavier. So
that we had everything we needed, the only thing that would be left to do would be to have the official Guinness World Record attempt.
alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. We got this.
Thank you so much for coming today. I want to start by thanking the team that has built all this stuff for us, the team that has built the pan, the stones, the weighing scale, and the boards.
You know,
Guys, we have a chance here to make the world's largest chapati right here in Kenya.
if Raymond Kahuma, you see this, invite me in one of your videos. I love to see the behind of the scenes stuff, you know. Taka kutengeneza video kama hivi, lakini behind the scenes is tough. Like ni kitu wezi attempt to fail. Like wanasemanga it's good to attempt, like it's better to see how people do it so that when you do it you have an idea what you are doing.
Okay? The current world record
Invite me, man.
weight for the world's largest chapati is 145 kilograms, and that world record belongs to India. Now my question to you guys, do you guys think we can bring that world record back to Kenya?
Yes.
Okay, I think that we could do this. I believe in you guys, okay? Let's give this everything. Let's knock this out first attempt, okay? So do you guys think we could do this?
Yes.
One more time. Do you guys think we can make the world's largest chapati? Lovely.
Kuna kitu bado inazunguka kwa kichwa yangu. Amelipia 17k for location. 17k.
Okay, just one last thing, guys. I came up with a name for our team. You guys want to know what it is?
No.
Yeah.
Kenya is better than Uganda.
I think we should be called So we started off with gathering all the ingredients to make the giant chapati, which included 153 kilograms of flour, 40 kilograms of oil,
See, these are the expenses I was talking about. Siwezi.
water, sugar, and salt. Okay, so now we're pouring half a kg of salt.
Wait. Sugar. Kama ni ya chai, sugar sawa. Kama ni ya kula, no. Are you a sugar person or a salt person kwa chapo? Jibu kwa comment section.
Into this water with our giant chapati. Okay, there we go. Next step. What's the point of putting turmeric in the giant chapati?
Yani kwe tu sawa.
What does that mean?
You want to understand a little Kiswahili na shengetezo. Hii inatengeneza chapo na look like a little lit.
Okay, brown.
Yeah.
Okay, next step.
You add the sugar.
That is 1 kg of sugar going into the dough for the giant chapati. Nice. Okay, this is 1 liter of oil and I'm adding it now into the mixture for the giant chapati. Okay guys, now I'm going to stir this mixture of turmeric, sugar and water for the giant chapati. And of course I wash my hands
Ew.
before I did this.
Ew. Touch it with his hands. Ew.
Okay guys, so explain to me what this does.
Stirring.
Okay, so I'm stirring with my hand.
And then you taste.
And then I taste it. Okay guys, now we have to taste if this mixture is salty enough or sugary enough, okay? So they've told me to put a little bit in my hand. And then I lick that. Okay.
Lamba. Wamlambes.
It's a bit too sweet. It's not very salty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? Ah, lovely.
No, man. It should be salty. Chapatis should. Anyway.
Lovely.
Start to pour flour.
So this is the first flour going into the mixture for the giant chapati, okay? Here goes nothing. That looks nice. 2 kgs down, 148 more to go. And that is 22 kilograms of flour. Now I'm going to try to roll this mixture, okay? So this total here must be like 40 kilograms of dough. Ah, this is actually crazy, man. Oh, this is really looking like dough now. So we kneaded this mixture with more and more flour until it became a really firm dough for the chapati. And we just did that over and over again until we had used 153 kilograms of flour to make 2 giant buckets of dough. Guys, do you have any comments?
No.
They mean that they really want it to be very successful. Now we covered the dough with cling film to let it rest.
Kuja hapo ingize 500 yao waende bwana. Hataki story ama kizungu tushiga pia ya true.
Which should make the chapati softer and easier to roll on a giant frying pan. 3, 2, 1, down.
Tulia.
Finally.
Thank you guys. Now after this first piece of dough, we realized that the second one was too heavy to carry in a bucket, so we separated it into 3 smaller pieces and put it on different edges of the pan one by one, and then combine all 4 pieces of dough into one giant piece that we could start rolling into a flat chapati. Like that? Slowly? Like that? Nice. I think it's pushing me back, bros. So it's a bit hard to roll this dough, so we're pouring some flour all over the dough so it can help it be a bit more cohesive and it can help us roll way faster. Okay, it's coming out nicely. That side is looking very good. Okay guys, this is the progress of the chapati so far. We've tried our best to spread it as far as we can and make it very evenly flat. We've made this ring to help us shape the chapati to be round. So this ring here is 3.6 meters in diameter, and that's what we want to make the chapati, okay? So what we're doing here is we're just cutting the extra dough so that the chapati can be round like that. So all the excess dough is going into the bucket, okay? This is what 6 hours of preparation has gotten us so far. This looks pretty round to me. And now that the dough is flat and round, we covered it with cling film to keep it clean while we lit up the stove with 4 bags of charcoal for the toughest part of this entire process, cooking the giant chapati.
Yeah. True. Dang.
3,
Oh, after they'll remove it after. Okay.
2, 1, up. Okay?
Oh, you're translating.
Don't drop this chapo there. At the back, don't drop it. Up. Hey, behind. We need some more guys behind. Up.
Let's move.
Hey.
Up, slowly.
There.
There. Up.
Okay. 3,
Yeah, apple, there.
2, 1. Aye. This thing is hot. Nice. Alright, let's remove these. Remove. Guys, it's starting to cook.
Yes, let's cook.
There we go.
They die.
That side is coming from.
Kitu kiiva niulize. World record the most chapatis eaten by a single person. Like at a go ni ngapi? Mimi najua watu. I know people that can break with that world record. I know.
But this one is not. Guys, come and help me, yeah? Guys, I don't know how we go under this chapati. These things need to be a bit sharper, bro. Guys, I think let's remove this chapati before it burns.
It's burning.
Yeah, it's going to burn. I think we carry it off. We reduce the heat. Now, considering how far we'd come with this chapati, it was way too risky to leave the pan on the stove because without figuring a way to insert the oil under the chapati, the entire bottom of the chapati would definitely burn.
Weka mafuta kwanza ndo aike chapo. Like you are being cautious here. So afadhali weke mafuta mengi alafu
just to put into perspective what it took for us to get to this point, we'd spent over a month, and including every single cost. If you factored in pre-preparation costs and the final world record attempt costs, we'd spent a total of 1.1 million Kenya shillings.
Kuna pesa ngapi, Raymond? Raymond, kuna pesa ngapi? What? 1 million. I hope that video is worth it. Probably at a regression video.
In fact, during this entire process, I had to buy different supplies from over 20 small businesses. Just keeping track of all my inventory for this project was such a nightmare. I honestly can't imagine how hard it was for those small businesses to keep track of all their inventory, especially considering all of them were using handwritten bookkeeping. I can see
it's sponsored by Udu. Oh my god. I forgot. That's smart. That is very smart.
how that's a problem because sales on stock can get easily lost with physical books, which is a problem that would end if they used a simpler and more accurate tool, Odoo. Okay guys, so I'm here in Pamsi General Shop in Muthiga and I'm here with
Paul Mwangiswo.
This is Paul's shop. He sells different stuff, food items. Today I'm going to buy the actual flour that we're going to use to try to make the giant chapati. I just wanted to ask you, since I'm buying a large amount of flour, how do you keep track of your inventory?
I usually track them in my mobile phone M-Pesa details. Then I drafted them in a piece of paper.
Okay, so over time, like those pieces of paper can get lost,
Yes.
they can get damaged. So you can see how that can be a bit problematic if you do this over a long period of time. So let me tell you about an amazing software tool that would completely transform the way you manage your inventory and your general business overall.
Yes, you are most welcome.
So Odoo is basically an all-in-one business management software that has every single application that you'd require to manage your business, like sales, accounting, inventory. So you see the way you have a retail business?
Yes.
So an Odoo application that would help manage your 100 Kenya shillings each, quantity button in the cart. You'd always at the later enter.
Go down.
Like, your first application with Odoo. Okay.
No.
Thank you. Let's get back to the video. Guys, we need to remove this off now. There. Alright, guys, let's go before it burns. 1, 2, 3, go. Up. Let's go. Up. Up. This thing looks actually good under, but it's about to start to burn.
There in the middle.
Even if it cooks down, I don't know how to turn it now. Those sticks won't go under at all. How do we pour oil under?
It's what we are trying to figure out here.
Let's get someone else, one other person. Help me with one more board. We do many boards, close together, close. Close. Come close. Like that. Well, let's come all of us very close here. Don't break it. Let's bring them close together. We're going to raise it a little. 3, 2, 1, in. Oh, it's breaking. It's breaking. Yo, wait. It's breaking it a bit. Now, despite our best efforts, for some reason these thin sticks just weren't able to fit under the chapati. The chapati was also so delicate that every time we tried to force the sticks under it, it would break.
Haikusukumwa vizuri. Haikusukumwa fiti. Ingesukumwa fiti.
Honestly, after trying multiple times, I had to take a step back and realize that this just didn't look like the chapati I wanted it to be.
1 million for a fake project. 1 million. 1 million. Oh my god.
Now, considering the fact that the cooking, flipping, and weighing of this chapati all depended on the thin sticks fitting under the chapati, there just wasn't enough time or resources for us to figure out another solution to cooking the rest of this chapati. So unfortunately, after a month of hard work and 1.1 million Kenya shillings, I had to call this attempt at making the
1
world.
million Kenya shillings. That's like a billion Uganda shillings. This project could have made an Ugandan a billionaire. So basically he's a billionaire in Uganda.
Largest chapati, a failure. The main issue here was we couldn't figure out how to cook underneath this chapati and flip it nicely as well. I think that the reason that the sticks wouldn't work is the chapati was just so heavy that the weight of the dough pressing downwards made the chapati stick on the pan so much you really couldn't fit anything under it. We also made a mistake when we split the original dough to make it easier to lift onto the pan and combine it later. That just made it very inconsistent when we combined them later on, which is why it was breaking very easily and just didn't look as nice as when we did it 3 years ago in Uganda. Having said that, I definitely want to attempt to make the world's largest chapati again, and I'd like to ask for your help on 3 things that would really help me to actually make the world's largest chapati. Firstly, if you're a passionate chef or team of chefs that would like to collaborate on making the world's largest chapati, email me at radioactivebiz.com and I'll pick whoever.
Raymond, Radioactive. Okay. So nikitaka kujoin team ni nini? Okay. All right.
Whoever has the best reason as to why they'd like to work on this project. Secondly, if you have a feasible and clever solution on how to actually cook this giant chapati, click the link below and submit it in the Google form. You can also submit pictures and videos with details on how I can actually pull this off. Whoever has the best idea will be invited to actually make the chapati with us, or will be credited in the YouTube video. And lastly,
I want money, bro. I want money for that info. What do you mean I'll be credited? What do you mean I'll be credited? What do you mean? Bro.
if you're a brand that would like to collaborate on repeating this giant chapati, email
Call
me
Ajab, bro. Call Ajab. They'll be there ASAP.
too, and let's make the world's largest chapati. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe. Now, seeing that this chapati is largely inedible, I feel like there's only one thing left to do.
Eat it.
Okay.
So they cut into tiny pieces wapike chapati ndogo ndogo. What are you doing?
Ah. It's a big chapo, bro. Gee. Jesus Christ, bro, this is a big chapo.
Z, bro, Z. But he got a YouTube video. The video has around 100,000 views in a day, so in a month probably itakuwa 1 million. Itakuwa his best performing video yet, I'm sure. So angepata chai.
It is like dope. I know it was very anticlimactic, but like.
Hey, go subscribe to Raymond Kahuma. Help him make his
Once upon a time.
his YouTube